Hi guys, welcome to week 22 of our Avon Drive project. So this is the one we're project managing for. This one has dragged out quite a bit due to COVID-19, various issues, but thankfully we're nearly there now. Today, Ashley's just gonna walk you around. All the visual stuff is there, so you can pretty much see it in the video. But what we're gonna do is discuss what happens from here, so what to expect from at this stage in the project and how long it's going to take as well. Okay, let me turn it around.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. So, as Tu said, the majority of the works, they're all done really now. A lot of what needs to happen is now the snagging parts and the parts where myself and Tu sort of jump into action. So, I will walk you around and we discuss some of the points around bringing sort of the HMO together and getting it to a point where it's finished for the client. So, step in. So, I think it'd be good to walk straight in here and have a look at the kitchen. So, this kitchen, we've gone with sort of the grey, white and sort of wooden worktops, but I think it is a beautiful finish, so have a look at it. We've got our boiler up there, so we're only running 2 shower rooms in this property, so we don't need any tanks, we don't need anything too crazy. So just a standard new boiler with the magnetic filter in there, you can see. So we're waiting for cooker. You can see here we've got the integrated microwave, integrated oven as well. So it's really nice. I think if you look at the finish, it's really nice. Now, when we start looking at some of the things to actually finish the property, I see investors going crazy a lot of the time, don't you too, with sort of the finishing of the property and getting all the things together. Now, for the most part, the building work obviously is a difficult part, but it's something that the builder takes care of. Now, this is where 9 out of 10 investors start to jump in. So we're looking at things like flooring, we're looking at the blinds, we're looking at white goods, all that type of thing. Now, myself and Tu, we've ultimately got a system where it's systemized and it's fairly straightforward, it's fairly easy for us to do. So in terms of, firstly, our blinds, so most of our properties we're gonna have blinds. We're not really going down the curtain route. So in terms of blinds, we've got a few of our preferred fitters. Shout out to AJ Blinds, who's been doing a really good job for us. What he will do is, he's already come in and measured this about 3 weeks ago. He knows exactly what type of blinds that we actually need. We generally only work on 2 or 3 different levels. So we've got the supported accommodation blinds that we use, and we've got the professional HMO blinds that we use, which are quite a lot more expensive. But AJ's already measured. He knows the colour blinds that we need. He knows the type of blinds that you need. So what I'll do now is, I came and checked I think on Thursday, just to make sure there's no painting or there's not going to be any more painting around the window frames. So AJ will come at some point, early next week, get the blinds fitted. Same goes for flooring. So flooring for the most part has all been measured. In this property, it's not a sort of normal course of action, but the builder's actually going to put the flooring down. So he's got some good flooring contacts. The prices were in and around where we would normally pay. So he's actually going to get that done. But again, that's something that we would have brought out, one of our preferred suppliers. We would get it measured. We would then potentially visit the store. But again, for this one, we know exactly what type of carpet we're going to put in here. So it's just a case of giving them a call and saying, what day this week can you come and install the floor is ready for you to come and install. What else to white goods? White goods for the most part we order from AO. As Tu always stresses, it's important you want AO to actually deliver, set up and take away the packaging. That is probably the most important part. Reason being, it sounds very minor, but if you've got a couple of fridge freezers, microwaves, a washing machine, and you've got all that junk, especially when the builders have all finished, then it's on you to get rid of it, which is a problem that you don't need. And also, we've got sort of our master list that we work off for the other things that you need to purchase, i.e. Electrical appliances, microwave. We don't need a microwave for this one. We're talking about a mop bucket. We're talking about a brush. We're talking about hoovers. We're talking about cutlery sets, pots and pans, etc. Now, for us, you might have seen one of our last videos. I think the last one we done would have been Rodney. Yeah. So we literally meet up. I'll get the missus' 7-seater, put the seats down, and we'll go to B&M, IKEA, wherever we need to go, and we'll literally just work down a list of the items that we need to collect. We get them all, we drive to the property, we get everything set. So you're talking about lampshade covers, you're talking about lights, you're talking about bedding, all that type of stuff. We get it all in, and we'll literally just spend 2 or 3 hours getting everything set up, getting rid of the trash, and getting the property absolutely ready for a tenant to walk through the door and to move in. So that's our list that we use. We're not going to share it with you, but it's pretty straightforward. Right, let's have a walk through. So this is our understairs shower room. So we've managed to cram it in, and I think it's a really good finish. So we're going to go with a folding door here, just to minimise sort of the space that's used in here. Step in here. So this is our bedroom that leads onto the garden. Now we've gone with the grey skirts and the white walls. Now in places we're going to have another coat of paint, but for the most part, again, they're really nice rooms. They're not as big as what we would normally go for. So these rooms, some of them are sort of 7.5, 8 square meters, whereas we would normally try and do sort of 10 plus. But again, we're looking at a nice functional room. We have to now be smart about the furnishings that we bring in here. So as we would normally do in a professional HMO, we'd get a 3/4 bed. Potentially for this one, we're probably looking at something more like a single bed. Where we would normally get a wardrobe and a chest of drawers, we may be looking to get, in some of the rooms at least, a wardrobe and a chest of drawer combi, and then just having a bedside table. So space is going to be at a premium in these rooms, so we just got to be smart about how we use that space. So we'll walk through. So still a load of trash out there, which the builder's going to clean up and sort of make good the front and back garden. Let's have a walk upstairs too. See, spotlights, fire rated spotlights, all the safety stuff is in here. So we've got emergency lighting just behind you too. And then when you step up here again too, you can see the emergency lighting just back there. We've still yet to put the smoke and heat alarms in, but they will be going in the next couple of days. But again, this project, we're at a point now where I think we can finally say we're pretty much done. You know, there isn't anything more to do. First fix and second fix electrics has been done. Second fix plumbing has been done. So we're looking really good. Let's have a walk around. There is a gentleman here today and he is doing a bit of snagging. I've seen him walking around with a little bit of decorator's coke, which is much needed. So he's just tidying up, cleaning up everything, ready for us to carpet the floors and get all the furniture and stuff in. So have a quick look at the last two rooms too. Look at the smaller one first. So again, you guys would have remembered we've got the waste running from the bathroom there, and we've decided to sort of make a sort of cupboard area. So this is something that, if we were literally just to get a bar across here, you could even use this area as a wardrobe. That's going to save you £150, £200 depending on how much you spend on your wardrobes. Or we could just shelf it, and again, it may mean that then you don't need a chest of drawers and it's sort of just an open area, which looks quite nice. I think if you just pop your head into there too. So this bathroom, it wasn't costed for to change, but we're just going to tidy it up. We're going to reseal around the bath. We're going to make good the lights. And again, pretty straightforward. And then finally, what is the bigger room? So I think one thing, I don't know, we would have mentioned it, but the painting of the windows. So the investor decided he wanted to paint the windows white to sort of freshen it up, get rid of sort of that older brownie look. The difficulty with it is that it's UPVC, so it's not taken to the paint great. So the builder's done a couple of coats, he's used a different paint, so it's going to be looking good now. Also the radiators, again, initially it was costed that we were just going to paint the radiators, so paint it like a grey stroke silver colour. But in the end, the builder has, you know, partly as a bit of a favour for sort of running over, but he's actually said, look, I'll just provide you with new radiators. It'd be easy for me to install. We've pretty much done all new plumbing anyway, so it'd be pointless to put the old radiators on. And for the time that it's going to take for him to spray it, it would just make sense to put new radiators in, which is really good. So other than that, we're all good. So literally, we're just waiting for the carpets to go down. The builder is looking to hand over in the next 4 or 5 days tops.
Alright guys, hope that's been helpful, and I think the next one, it should pretty much rest.
That was finished.
See ya.